Welcome back to Game Devs Play Games, where you can watch games and practice game design. We're back with Pyre. Pyre.
See, it's always. Boing.
I think the longer we do this show, the more frequently we like to open the show with a weird opening.
Yeah. I mean,
not that I'm
complaining. Gotta keep ourselves entertained, much less them.
Disregarding the fact that we're playing a fun game. By the scribes, the sea, I didn't know it was so beautiful. Beautiful?
Having escaped, yeah. She's a valley girl. Having escaped the waters of Wyrm Gulf, you can now see what must be the hulk of oars far in the horizon. Not everyone has taken well to the sea voyage, however. I was wondering if Hedwyn is feeling better.
Oh, I thought he was vomiting.
No, that would have been better, though.
I know, right? He requires rest, Tizo. All we can do is to wish him a swift recovery. Reader, from this point our voyage must diverge from Bertrude's instructions. Please consult with your companions about which course to take, even though they're just going to ask you which direction to go.
Let's see, Ray believes that the 8 scribes shall bless you here, and Tizo wants to find fish for something tasty here.
Well, we love Tizo, so that's what I vote.
All right, fish it is.
Yes! And plus,
Boing.
like, she's never been to the ocean, so
yeah.
Why should we trust her judgment?
You don't know.
I guess neither is Tizo, maybe. I don't know. Who knows about Tizo?
I might know about Tizo. Oh, the sea is peaceful for the most part, save for the occasional strange shimmers beneath the surface. You realize the lone minstrel is looking down at them amongst you.
Those shapes down there, some must be worms of the sea dominion, cast into exile.
A vast and war-torn undersea regime, home to the untold numbers of amphibious worms.
Sounds horrifying.
Yes.
I understand they tirelessly fought the Commonwealth's wars, having grown weary of their own. Of their own wars. They must make worthy adversaries.
He seems to have spotted something tasty.
It's a worm.
Tizo dives without warning into the depths below.
Well, and he's never seen again. And there he goes again. That one enjoys being at sea despite its perils.
There's your answer. Eventually, the little imp resurfaces, clutching something in his jaws. Tizo caught a black-eye puffer. You could always sell it.
Yes!
That's a pretty good amount of money.
Yeah, 94 is not bad. I think that's the most we've seen yet, but it's also the latest in the game that we've been thus far.
Boing? Oh, that wasn't it. Oh, fine. Whatever. Last you arrive at the hulk of oars. After journeying across the sea, it seems that the next fight is to commence here soon, though there's no sign of your next adversaries yet.
What if, like, someone just doesn't show up? Do we just auto-win?
Yeah, I've wondered that. Doesn't seem to be a... Oh. We don't get it. Mm-hmm. There's a cool conversation here to have with Tizo like that I had in my preview, it's Dario instead.
It might like randomly choose.
Yeah, it probably does, but
every time I see Jody, I always think that she's like hugging her breastplate, just like
I love this breastplate.
It's so good, it keeps me alive.
Reader, I love my breastplate. A moment of your time. You ask what is on her mind. Hedwyn. He's beginning to recover from his illness, however. Its sudden onset serves as a reminder, I believe. I've known Hedwyn since he was a child. Even now, I hesitate to say that he has grown. Time out. Either they knew No, that's impossible. So Hedwyn's been here since he was a child?
Yeah, maybe he doesn't know what the Commonwealth is like, or he has a faint memory. I mean, he kind of... Was it Hedwyn that we talked to that he was like, yeah, I guess there isn't that much great stuff in the Commonwealth?
Yeah.
But he was mostly saying that he just didn't know of much.
It's strange. Either that or there's like a...
I mean, like maybe...
continuity error, maybe? I don't know.
It could be that like she's considering him as a child. Like maybe he got thrown out here when he was 18. To her, that might be a child still.
That might be the case because they didn't know each other when they were in Commonwealth because they said that she's been here so long, she's a demon now.
Yeah.
So it's not like they were there together. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I've known... Unless they knew each other when they were a child, she got kicked out first. But I don't know how long you have to be in the downside in order to get the horns.
Oh, that's
For all we know, she could be 300 years old, and we still don't have a clue. I've known Hedwyn since he was a child. Even now, I hesitate to say that he has grown. Nevertheless, there are such things that even I wouldn't say to him. Whatever,
Directly.
For instance, I struggle with his confidence at times. Whether he leads us to our freedom or our doom, I am ambivalent. Speak not a word of this to him, of course. In case that is unclear, I shall tell him in my own way when the time comes. In any case, when times remind me of his mortal weaknesses, what a way to say that, I end up having to consider what should happen should we become separated permanently. She trails off a while. What I mean to say is, you should know that I'm fully pledged now to this quest of ours, whether Hedwyn is the one to lead us to the end or not. I have my reasons. One of them is him. I expect the same holds true for you. That is all I wish to say. Take care.
All right.
She just, spouted stuff at us, and we're like, you've never talked so much before. Why are you talking so much? Am I gonna die?
That did kind of come out of nowhere. I don't know what to do with this information. Am I supposed to do something with this information?
I imagine the whole time the reader's just staring and be like, doesn't your neck get tired? Those are really large horns.
That's valid.
She nods and brushes past you toward the door. Oh, that's good.
Everything is sparkly. We have a sparkly fish now, Nathan.
The Emperor Solimur knew not of this, of course. His expedition yielded not the treasure he desired, but brought him closer to his country than he had ever been before. He traveled down the river
Sklorian.
That's Sklorian in pursuit of greed.
Fantasy names.
He found instead an inkling of shame. He saw the sunken faces of his people, heard their words for him. In time, he could not ignore it, and proved more than he could bear. The river finally claimed him, his belonging, and his retinue. Once the people heard, I understand they cried with joy. Perhaps he ought have perished, but the mercy shown to him, I think, is what transformed him. So there's 11 pages in this, and this is still the first tab.
There's a lot of pages.
There's a lot of pages.
Do you think that some of it's do you think they expect you to find all the pages in one playthrough? Or do you think that it's sort of like a new game plus get the rest of the pages kind of thing by making different choices?
I don't know. Should I find out?
Silver Cudgelhead?
A limbless, cold-blooded creature rescued from the sea. It is fully grown and has led a rich life.
Is this the thing that we're going to sell? I don't think it is. We just, got this thing for funsies? Nautical Bell. I mean, that's also new, but I guess that's what they're doing, is they're showing us all the new stuff by making it sparkly.
Oh, wait, actually. See what she has to say.
There's an undulation. Undulation. I have sensed, reader, which means I think that your black wagon sails the seas. Am I not right? Of course I am.
She laughs at this. Or at herself,
I'm
perhaps.
so smart. I scarce remember the sea. It's been a little while since I bathed in it, you understand? My memories of it are wistful, nonetheless. Although, if I remembered correctly, the Sea of Solace is a disgusting mockery of the emerald seas near to the Empire. Do be careful there, will you? Now, let me cease my prattling, lest I extend my sentence by another such eternity or two. We had best stick to business. Well, later. You know where to find me.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so it was called a Cudgelhead? Oh, you guys, funny running to you out here in the middle of the drink. You know what I mean? Not a lot of customers today, so I have I'll have a good deal.
Are you following us?
So this is a black-eyed puffer, so we found an additional fish?
Yeah, I think we just got it for funsies.
Hey.
Eat it.
Take this thing from us. Oh, we're so close to being able to afford that thing.
Ooh, bear moves faster than usual. That's pretty solid.
Although I do want this. We're gonna buy this.
No, it's so cheap.
All right, what is this?
Frozen Soul?
Oh, I mean, we could sell. I don't want to sell this because we're never gonna find it again. But at the same time, I don't care for what it does. But whatever, whatever. We don't need this now. We can get it next time. It'll still be there.
I mean,
what's this? Thorn Nod. When aura casting raises the bearer's maximum range by 8%. Sweet. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Yeah, 10% speed increase is probably the best we've seen so far.
Yeah. Come see us again, guys.
I love your voice for him. I think that's my favorite.
Having landed on a hulk of oars, you and your fellow exiles now anticipate the hour that the rites are to commence again.
What do you think, Tizo? Don't I look just like Mr. Headwind? Haha.
Oh boy. He's worried that Headwind's still feeling unwell.
Wait, I think... What's that?
A serpentine creature emerges from the water, followed by several others of the kind. You recognize it is a worm of the Sea Dominion. What they are doing here, can see plain by their ritual raiments. The nearest one somehow loosens its mask. Good sirs and good ladies. Sorry, he's like my favorite character we met so far, so I had to do it.
He literally is wearing a mask over his helmet.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
So it is you that heed the summons of glorious competition against the knights and his brigade. Well then, let us do battle without delay. More than our freedom is at stake here, but our very honor, and this knight fully intends to reclaim his. Oh, and lest this knight forget, he is called Sir Gilman. He salutes you on behalf of the Pyre Hearts until the contest. A triumvirate of Wyrm Knights who perceive the rites as a great battle to be won.
Well then!
He splashes out of view just as the stars above begin to shimmer with strange light.
That is not at all what I expected the worms to be like.
I know.
I expected, giant dragonous monsters.
And even if they kept the same shape, you wouldn't expect it to be a knight.
Yeah, that of all things is like... It's so civilized.
Even the vastness of the sea was not enough to thwart your coming here. Unto the hulk of Ores.
The Hulk of Ores.
I love this stage. Look at that.
Here, despite their pitiable look.
It's like something got stabbed with a ship.
Do things just not decay here?
So there was something I read in the loading screen one time that said something about the downside is under the Commonwealth.
Oh.
So I think it's a limbo or a hell of some sort.
I mean, it totally seems like limbo.
Yeah, and if that's the case, the non-decaying would
make sense. Huh.
Your fellow exiles are gathered on the rotting deck of the Hulk of Oars as your adversaries clamber into view. Rookie paws up to them.
Say, what are you worms even doing here? Can't you just swim back to the Commonwealth or the Sea Dominion or wherever it is you're from? You freaky eyeball.
Ha! An excellent point. It seems then that the adversaries of the right are clever, wouldn't you say, sire? This one's all yours.
Just get rid of them already, Gilman. As your commanding officer, this knight hereby commands it.
That was great. I love you. All right. Hark! This knight wishes to introduce his noble commander. Look at his eyes. Or eye. No Wyrm knight in history has withstood as many frontline battles. Doff your helm, sire, for it is our custom. May our adversaries tremble at the sight of you. Sir Gilman attends his commander's mask despite his protests.
Give this knight his mask.
This knight hereby presents to you the great Sir Deluge, a noble visage, isn't not? Sir Deluge trembles and squirms.
So, yes, you can swim or no?
Of course we knights can swim. All knights in the Sea Dominion can swim. But we are exiles of this land, the same as ye. We can swim, 'tis true, but 'tis summarily impossible to swim back up the river down which we were flushed, to end up here. Nay, there is but one way to return. Oh, that's it.
Silence, Gilman. Nobody cares. But back to your post.
Sir Gilman hesitates, but does as he's told.
This knight knows who you are, Nightwings, and he is not afraid of you.
He somehow climbs back into his mask and coils up to his full height.
Now, in God!
The exile of the Wyrm triumvirate take their positions as you focus on the Book of Rites.
This is, I think, my favorite part of the game so far. Those characters were amazing.
Yes, it is fantastic. Reader, Edwin's illness means he cannot help us here. He shall be counting on us.
Wasn't Hedwin just like seasick? Or was
Yeah.
he like legit sick?
He's just seasick.
Oh.
Yeah, I think seasickness only like really lasts like a day or two before you get over it, is from what I've been told.
It depends on if you actually can force yourself to keep food in your stomach. You have to have food in your stomach in order to get over seasickness.
Got it.
If you don't, it perpetuates. Mm-hmm. At least that's what I learned from Jen, who was on a boat for a week. So
That'll do it. Alright, how we doing on levels? I think Jodariel is... Yeah, she's at level 3, so she just at level 3. He just at level 3.
tell you what,
We can work on her.
we'll figure out our allocament, allocament? Our characters. That we're gonna use.
Allocation?
Allocation of characters in the next episode. We're doing shorter episodes now.
Yeah.
Which if you haven't seen our little update video about that explains the whole shindig, but
We're just gonna, choose the allocation thing, and we'll come back and be like, hey, here's who we picked.
cool.
Question of the day, what do you think of the Wyrm Knights and their dichotomy and relationship with each other so far?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, as I said, like, my favorite part of the game, too, so far, at least.
So good.
So, alright.
Thank you for watching, everyone. Share your thoughts in the comment section below, and we will see you in the next episode.
Adios.